I but newly returned to Britain from abroad, and find here not a man in court who doesn't frown. Say, doctor, if you can, what is the cause of this?
Cymbeline's daughter, Imogen, who's heir to the kingdom, whom the king had purposed for the Sultan's wife, that widow that lately married, has herself become wed unto a poor but worthy gentleman, one Posthumus Leonatus by name. He banished, and she imprisoned, all in sorrow, and the king touched her very heart.
None but the king.
He who lost her, so is the queen who most desired the match, yet not a courtier has a heart that is not glad at the thing they scowl at.
And why so?
That Prince Cloten is a thing too bad for bad report, and he who wed her, and therefore banished, is a creature to seek through the regions of the earth. For one his like, there should be something failing in him, so noble is his spirit.
Of what birth is he?
His father was Sicilius Leonatus, who served against the Romans with both glory and success, and besides the gentleman in question, had another son, who in the wars of the time died with the sword in his hand. Then there was a gentle lady, who was big with the son of whom we speak, deceased even as he was born. The father then all took sorrow and quit his life.
I honour him even out of your report. But pray you, is she sole child to the king?
His only child now. He had two other, now mark this. One, the eldest, a boy at 3 years old, and the other, a girl, a babe, stolen from their nursery. And to this hour no guess in knowledge which way they went.
How long this ago?
Some 20 years.
That a king's children be so conveyed, so slackly guarded and the search so slow, that cannot be traced.
Yet it is true, sir.
I do well believe you.
Now stand aside. Here comes the gentleman of whom we speak, the poor princess, and the queen.
You shall not find me, daughter, evil-eyed unto you, after the slander of most stepmothers. Though my prisoner, your jailer shall deliver you the keys that lock up your restraint. For you, Posthumus Leonatus, so soon as I can win the offended king, I will be your advocate. Yet while the fire of rage is within me, you will do well to obey his sentence, with what patience your wisdom may inform you.
Please, your highness, I'll go from hence today.
I'll fetch a turn about the garden, pitying the pangs of bad affections, though the king hath charged you should not speak together.
My dearest husband, I do something fear my father's wrath. You must be gone from hence, while I shall here abide. But comforted to live, because there is this jewel in the world that I may see again.
O lady, weep no more, lest I give cause to be suspected of more tenderness than does become a man. I will remain the loyalest husband that did e'er plight troth. My residence in Rome at one Philarius, who to my father was a friend, to me known but by letter, there write to my queen, and with my eyes I'll drink the words you send, though ink be made of gold. Adieu.
Nay, stay a little. Look here, love. This diamond was my mother's. Take it, part. But keep it till you woo another wife, when Imogen is dead.
You gentle gods, give me but this I have, forbidding all embracements, from annexed with bonds of death. This shall remain here while sense can keep it on, and sweetest, fairest, for my sake wearest, it is a manacle of love. I'll place it upon this fairest prisoner.
Oh, the gods, when shall we see again?
Alas, the king.
Thou basest thing, hence from my sight. If after this command thou dare to show thyself in court again, thou diest. Thou art poison to my blood. Away!
The gods protect you, and bless the good remainders of the court. I am gone.
There cannot be a pinch in death more sharp than this.
O thou disloyal thing, that heaps a year's age on me.
I beseech you, sir, harm not yourself with such vexation. I am senseless of your wrath.
What? Past grace? Obedience?
Past hope, and in despair. That way past grace.
O thou vile one, that might have had the sole son of my queen!
Oh, blessed that I did not.
What? Art thou mad?
Almost, sir, heaven restore me. Would that I were a goatherd's daughter, and Posthumus a knavish shepherd's son.
Thou foolish thing!
Why? How now, husband? What rage is this?
They were again together. You have done not after our command. Away with her, and hang her up.
Beseech your patience.
Nay, let her languish a drop of blood a day, and die of this folly.
Daughter, give way, or endure his savage fits. Why, here is your husband's servant. How now, madam? What news?
Oh, my lady, your son Lord Cotton drew sword upon my master.
Indeed, no harm in trust is done.
There would have been, had not my master rather played them for. So they were parted by a gentleman at hand.
I am very glad of it.
Your son's my father's friend. He takes his part. Good Pisania, why came you from your master?
He would not suffer me to bring him to the harbour, but gave me notes of what commands I should obey, and it pleases you to employ me.
This hath been an ever faithful servant. I lay mine honour so she will remain.
I humbly thank your highness.
Pisania, hence, I pray, you shall at least go see my lord abroad, for this time beacon.
My ladies,
Pray, Imogen, walk a while.
Nay, let me, I beg, some half hour to myself. Farewell.
For this time I'll show my patience with her griefs, hiding my true purposes. All's for my son, whose triumph is my only secret aim.
My Lord Cotton, will you not change your shirt? For the violence of your actions and posthumously breathe the sacrifice.
If my shirt were bloodstained, then I'd shift it. But did I hurt him?
Hurt him? His body's a passable carcass if he be not hurt. It is a thoroughfare for steel if it be not hurt.
The villain would not stand me.
Stand you, though you have lands enough your own. Still, he added to your having and gave you some ground.
Still, that she should love this fellow and refuse me.
Sir, as I have told you always, her brain and her beauty go not together. She's a goodly sight, but I've seen small reflection of her wit.
Come, I'll tell my mother, the Queen, for conference. Sir, you'll guard our place to prevent disturbance, for what I mean to speak must be in greatest secret.
I'll attend, my lordship.
Speak true, Pisania. What was the last thing my lord spoke to you?
it was my queen,
Then waved his handkerchief.
and kissed it, madam.
Senseless linen! Happier than I! And that was all.
No, madam, for as far as with this eye or ear may distinguish him from others, he did keep the deck, with glove or hat or handkerchief still waving.
I did not take my leave of him, and had most pretty things to say. But then came in my father, and like the tyrannous wind of the north, shook all our buds from growing. Say, Pisania, when shall we hear from him?
Be assured, madam, with his next advantage.
Madam, the Queen has sent me to you to desire Highness's company.
Where is she?
In her privy apartment, she deposited there with her son, Falcon the Prince, this past hour, all in secrecy. I saw him leave just now, with such a look, and mutter himself, well, I shall go to her, and thus will I win her. I do believe it was you he meant, madam, for he eyed me suddenly and waved me away, as he would not have me to hear his thoughts.
Well, I will go to her. Pisania, those things I bid you do, see them dispatched.
Madam, I shall.
Helen, go with her.
I shall not be.
seen this Posthumus when I was in Britain. True, he was expected to prove so worthy, since he hath been allowed the name of, but I could then have looked upon him without the help of any admiration.
You speak of him when you thus accomplished them now?
I have seen him when I was in France. We had very many there who hold the sun with such firm eyes as he.
But, good Philaria, how come it he is to reside here with you in your house?
His father and my husband were soldiers together, and when my husband was alive, he swore to Cecilius Leonatus he'd ever honour that great man's name. And so do I, the likes for a son. Ah, indeed, here comes a Briton. Let him be so entertained amongst you as gentlemen with suits of your own, to his range of his quality. Friends, I beseech you, be better known to this gentleman, who I commend to you as a noble friend of mine. How worthy he is! I will appear hereafter rather than story him in his own hearing.
Sir, we've met before, in Orleans.
Since when I have been debted to you for courtesies, which I will be ever to pay.
Sir, you overrate my full kindness. Still, I'm glad I did atone my countrymen and you. It's been a pity you've been put together with so mortal a purpose as then each bore, upon a matter of so slight and trivial a nature.
By your pardon, sir, I was then a young traveller. Even so, upon my older judgment, my quarrel was not altogether slight.
Can we with manners ask what was the difference?
Much like an argument that fell out last night. Each of us fell in praise of our country's mistresses. This gentleman here vouching his mistress to be more fair, virtuous, wise, and chaste than any of our rarest of ladies in France.
And do you still avouch as much, Lord Posthumus?
Being so far provoked as I was in France, even here in Italy I abate her nothing.
So you might, if indeed she went before others I have seen, as that diamond of yours outshines many I have beheld, but I have not seen the most precious diamond that is, nor you the lady.
I praised her as I rated her. So do I my stone.
You may wear her and title yours, but your ring may be stolen too. A cunning thief or accomplished courtier would hazard the winning of either one or the other.
I do believe your Italy contains none so accomplished a courtier to convince the honour of my mistress. I do nothing doubt you have store of thieves. Notwithstanding, I fear not my ring.
Let us leave here, gentlemen, for fear this quarrel grows.
Madam, with all my heart, this worthy signor, I thank him, makes no stranger of me.
Even so, I say, I should get the ground of your fair mistress, even to the yielding, had I but admittance and opportunity.
And I say you would not.
Gentlemen, let's leave here. It came in too suddenly. Let it die as it is born, and I pray you be better acquainted.
Stay, Posthumus. I will lay you 10,000 ducats to your ring, that if you but commend me to the court where your lady is, I will bring from thence that honour of hers which you imagine so reserved.
I will wage against your gold. Gold to it. My ring I hold dear as my finger. 'Tis part of it.
You are afraid, and therein the wiser, for I see you have some faith in you, that you fear.
Do I so? I shall but lend my diamond till your return. Let there be covenants drawn between us. My mistress exceeds in goodness the hugeness of your unworthy thinking. I challenge you to this match. Here's my ring.
I will have at no stake, sir. Take it back.
By the gods, it is one. If I bring you no sufficient testimony that I have enjoyed the dearest bodily part of your mistress, my 10,000 ducats are yours. So is your diamond too, if I leave her in such honour that you have faith in.
I embrace these conditions. Let us have articles drawn between us. Only thus far you shall answer. If she remain unseduced, for the ill opinion you have had of her pure honour and the assault you've made to her chastity, you shall answer me with your sword.
Your hand, a covenant. We will have these things set down by lawful council, and straight away for Britain, lest the bargain should catch cold and starve. I will fetch my gold and have our 2 wages recorded.
Agreed.
Will this hold, think you?
Signor Iachino will not comment. Pray, let us follow them.
Now, got those drugs I called for?
Aye, here they are, madame. But I beseech your grace, without offence, my conscience bids me ask, wherefore you commanded of me these most poisonous compounds, which are the movers of a languishing death, both slow and deadly.
Good doctor, have I not been your pupil long? You have taught me to make the fumes, distill, preserve, and shown me the power of plants and herbs for good and ill. Now, to advance my simple skill, I do mean to test these compounds on such creatures as we count not worth the hanging, but none human. Observe the forces of them, and then apply a layman to their acts, so as to learn their virtues and effects.
Your Highness shall from this practice make hard your heart.
Content thee, doctor, not so, I swear. Disobedient servant for her master, an enemy to my son, on her I will work. How now, Pisania? Doctor, your service for this time is ended. Take your own way.
I do suspect you, but you shall do no harm.
Hark thee, a word.
I do not trust her. She thinks she has their strange, lingering poisons. I do know her spirit, and will not trust one of her malices with drugs of such damned nature. Those she has will dull and stupefy the sense well, for which perchance she'll prove on cats and dogs, then afterwards up higher. But there's no danger in what show death makes, just the locking up spirits for a time. She is fooled with a false effect, and I the truer, so to be false with her.
No further service, doctor, until I send for thee.
I humbly take my leave.
Weeps she still then? Good Pisania, work upon her. When you can bring me word she loves my son, I'll make you greater than your master. For his fortunes lie speechless. Return he cannot, nor yet remain long now where he is. You take up you know not what, but take it for thy labour. It is a thing I've made, which has 5 times redeemed the king from death itself. I do not know which is more cordial. Nay, take it as a promise of the further favour that I mean to thee. I'll move the king to any great preferment you desire. Now away, and think upon my words.
And so shall do. But when to my good lord I prove untrue, I'll choke myself. That's all I'll do for you.
Father cruel, a step-dame false, and a foolish suitor. Such is my unhappy lot. Had I been thief-stolen, as my brother and sister were, I should have been happy. Who may this be? Sania and the gentleman?
Madam, a noble gentleman of Rome, one Iachimo, comes from my lord with letters.
Oh, worthy lady, the noble Leonatus is in safety and greets your highness dearly with this letter.
Thanks, good sir. You're kindly welcome. He is one of the noblest note, to whose kindness I am most infinitely tied. Reflect upon him accordingly, as you value your trust, Leonatus. You are as welcome, worthy sir, as I have words to bid you.
Thanks, fairest lady. Beseech you, madam, seek out my man's abode where I did leave him. He is a stranger here and much in need of comfort.
I was going, sir, to give him welcome. Madam, your leave.
Go, Pisania, and give him all hospitality. Continues well, my lord?
Well, madam,
Is he disposed to mirth?
exceeding pleasant, merry and so gamesome that he is called there the Briton reveller.
When he was here, he did incline to sadness, and oft times not knowing why.
I never saw him sad. He laughs with a Frenchman, his companion, in friendly mock for the good monsieur's love-sickness for some galleon girl at home. The jolly Briton, your lord I mean, laughs as from a furnace, cries, "Oh, can my sides hold, to think that man, who knows what woman is, would resign his freedom for such bondage."
Will my lord say so?
Aye, madam, with his eyes in flood with laughter, and makes me think, but more I should not say.
Say, good sir, with my best will.
Think, then, that heaven's bounty towards him might be used more thankfully. In himself, 'tis much. In you, which I count beyond all talents, whilst I'm bound to wonder, I'm bound to pity too.
Who do you pity, sir?
Yourself, good madam, for had I this cheek to bathe my lips upon, this hand, whose touch would force the feeler's soul into oaths of loyalty, then most surely would I not be as reveller as your lord.
My lord, I fear, has forgot Britain and himself. Let me hear no more.
Your cause doth strike my heart, and be revenged.
Revenged? How should I be revenged? If it be true, how should I be revenged?
Madam, I dedicate myself to your sweet pleasure, more noble than that running to your bed.
What ho, Pisania!
Let me my service tender on your lips.
Away! I do condemn mine ears that have so long attended you. If you were honourable, you would have told this tale for virtue, not for such an end as this, as base, as strange. You have wronged a gentleman who is as far from this report as you from honour. What ho, Pisania!
Oh, happy Leonatus! Pray, your pardon, madam. I have spoken this to find if your affection be deeply rooted, and will make your lord complete in the knowledge of your worthy loyalty.
You make amends, Iachimo.
Be not angry that I have adventured to try your taking a false report. The love I bear him may betray us. Pray, your pardon.
All's well, sir. Take my power in the court for yours.
My humble thanks. I had almost forgot to entreat your grace, but in a small request, one which concerns your lord, myself, and some other noble friends.
Pray, what is it?
Some dozen Romans of us and your lord have mingled sums to buy a present for the emperor, that I have done in France. There purchased jewels of rich and exquisite form. Their value's great, and I'm anxious to have them safe in stowage. May it please you to bring them into your protection.
Willingly, and since my lord has interest in them, I will keep them in my bedchamber.
They are in a trunk, attended by my men. I will make bold to send them to you, but only for this night. I must abroad tomorrow.
It shall be done, but not away tomorrow.
Oh, I must, good madam, therefore I shall beseech you. If you please to greet your lord with writing, do it tonight.
I will write. Send your trunk to me, it shall safe be kept, and truly yielded you. You're very welcome.
Was there ever a man that had such luck in balls? When I hit the jack upon an upcast to be hit away, I had £100 on it, then a horse and jackanapes was taken up for swearing.
What gain has he by that? You've broken his head with your bowl.
Horse and dog, I give him satisfaction, would he been one of my rank. A pox on it, I'd rather not be so noble as I am. They dare not fight with me, because of my mother, the queen. Every jack slave hath his belly full of fighting, and I must go up and down like a fighting cock that none can match.
It is not fit your lordship should answer every companion you give offence to.
No, I know that, but it is right I should commit offence to my inferiors.
Aye, it is fit for your lordship only.
Why, so I say.
Did you hear of a stranger that's come to court tonight?
A stranger, and I know not of it.
There's an Italian come, and so thought, a friend to posthumous Leonatus.
Leonatus, a banished rascal, and this one another, whosoever he be. Who told you of this stranger?
One of your lordship's pages.
Come, I'll go see to this Italian. Well, I've lost today at bowls, I'll win tonight of him. Come on now.
Who's there? My woman Helen.
Please, you, madam, it is.
What hour is it?
Past midnight, madam.
Is it so late?
I don't know whether it is for being awake at such an hour.
Is all the court to bed then?
No, not a whit. The king paces the halls as one who would never sleep again. So angered does he sound in his ranting, and all this while the queen beseeches him to his rest. In the meantime, the Prince Clotton walks abroad with his friends, running this way and that over your banished lord, with every curse in the record. I swear I never knew such a night for waking.
Turmoil indeed. But still, I'll to my bed. Take not away the taper, leave it burning. And if you be awake by 4 o'clock, I pray you call me. Sleep has seized me wholly. To your protection I commend me, gods, from fairies and the tempters of the night. Guard me, beseech ye.
Sing. Man's outlabored sense repairs itself by rest. O lady, how bravely you become this bed, that I might touch. Oh, her breathing perfumes the chamber thus. To kiss, to kiss. Still, my design is to open up the chamber. I'll shall write all down, such and such pictures. There the window, such the adornment of her bed. Carvings here. Ah, but some natural notes about her body. On her shoulder, several spotted mole. Here's a voucher stronger than law could make. On her arm, a bracelet. Come on. Come on. I have enough. To the trunk again, and shut the spring gate. Swift, swift. You dragons of the night, I lodge in fear. For this, a heavenly angel, hell is here. One, two, three. Time. Time.
This is her chamber. If she be up, I'll speak with her. If not, let lie still and dream. I know her women are about her. What if I do land one of their hands? 'Tis gold which buys admittance. Ho there, within!
Who said that knocks?
A gentleman.
No more?
Yes, and a gentlewoman's son.
There's more than some can justly boast of. I do know your lordship well. What's your pleasure?
Your lady's person. Is she ready?
I'm ready to keep her chamber.
There is gold for you. Sell me a good report.
Do you wish to buy my good name, sir? For indeed 'tis not for sale. Only that I might report of you what I shall think is good. You must give me good reason, sir, before I'll swap my honesty for a piece of silver. No, here is the princess, so let's have a word from her.
Good morrow, fairest. And lady, leave us forthwith.
Good morrow, sir. The thanks I give is but to tell you that I have no thanks.
Still, I swear I love you.
If you swear still, Your reward is still that I regard it not.
This is no answer.
Then learn, sir, once for all, that I, which know my heart, do here pronounce, I care not for you, and am so near the lack of charity to declare I hate you, which I had rather you felt than make it my boast.
You sin against obedience, which you owe your father. The contract you retain with that base wretch, one bred of arms and fostered off the scraps of the court, is no contract, none. You are of noble birth, and must not soil the precious note of it with a base slave.
Were you the son of Jupiter, then still too base to be his groom.
The Southford rot him.
His meanest garment, that did ever clothe his body, is dearer to me by far than one such as you could ever be. In good time, Pisania,
His meanest garment. Now the devil.
to Helen, my lady, go at once.
His meanest garment.
I am spirited with a fool, and angered worse. Go bid my lady Helen search for a jewel that too casually has left my arm. It was your master's. I would not lose it for a revenue of any king's in Europe.
It cannot be lost.
I hope so. Go and search.
You have abused me, his meanest garment.
I said so, sir. If you will make it a case, call witness to it.
I will inform your father.
Your mother, too, I doubt not. So, I leave you, sir, to the worst of discontent.
His meanest garment. I'll be revenged. Well.
By these papers I've had from Britain, it does seem our king has heard from great Augustus, by message of your countryman Gaius Lucius, demanding tribute owed but long denied.
That Lucius is a wise and noble servant, and thoroughly will fulfill his stately errand. Surely your king will grant the neglected tribute, knowing he else must look upon our Romans, whose warlike legions still lie fresh in remembrance.
I do believe that this will prove a war, and you shall hear the legions now in Gallia, sooner landed in our not fearing Britain than tidings of any penny tribute paid. Our countrymen are men more ordered now than when your Julius Caesar smiled at their lack of skill.
See, Iachimo come from Britain. Welcome, sir.
I do hope the briefness of your answer made the speediness of your return.
Your lady is one of the fairest I have looked upon.
Sparkles the stone as it did before, or is it not too dull for your good wearing?
If I had lost it, I should have lost the worth of it in gold. I'd make a journey twice as far to enjoy a second night of such sweet shortness. That was mine in Britain. For the ring is won.
The stone's too hard to come by.
Not a whit, your lady being so easy.
Make not, sir, your loss your sport. I do hope you realise we must not continue friends.
Good sir, we must if you keep covenant. I do profess myself the winner of her honour, along with your ring.
If you can make it apparent that you've tasted her in bed, the ring is yours. If not, the foul opinion you have had of her pure honour gains or loses your sword or mine, or masterless leaves both.
Then, first, her bedchamber where, I confess, I slept not, was hanged about with tapestry of silk and silver.
This is true, and you may have heard of that here, by me or by some other.
More particulars must justify my knowledge.
So they must, or do your honour injury.
The roof of the chamber with golden cherubims
Is this her honour? Let it be granted you have seen all this description of her chamber. Nothing saves the wager you have laid.
Then, if you can, be pale. I beg to leave, but ere this jewel, it must be married to that your diamond. I'll keep them both.
Jove, let me behold it once more. Is it that which I left with her?
Sir, I thank her. That. She stripped it from her arm and gave it to me, and said she prized it. Once.
Then is all true. Oh, no, 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 'tis true. Here, take this. It is a basilisk unto mine eye. It kills me to look at it.
Have patience, sir. 'Tis not yet won. It may be probable she lost it. Or who knows, one of her women, being corrupted, have stole it from her.
Very true. And so I hope he came by it. Back my ring. Render me some corporal sign about her more evident than this, for this was stolen.
If you seek for further satisfying, upon her shoulder lies a mole, right proud of that most delicate honour. By my life, I kissed it. I say I did. You do remember this stain upon her?
Aye, and it doth confirm another stain, as big as hell can hold.
Will you hear more?
Spare your arithmetic. Never count the turns. Oh, that I had her here, to tear her apart. I'll go there and do it, in front of her father's eyes, in the court. Oh, I'll do something.
Quite besides the going to patience. You have won. Let's follow him to prevent the present wrath he has against himself.
With all my heart.
Now, Gaius Lucius, that comes here from the Emperor, say what Augustus Caesar would have with us.
When Julius Caesar, whose remembrance yet lives in men's thoughts, was in this very Britain and conquered it, your uncle, Cymbeline, famous in Caesar's praises, no whit less than his feats deserving it, for him his succession granted Rome a tribute, yearly £3,000, which is by thee left unpaid.
And, to end the tale, shall be so ever.
Come, there's no more tribute to be paid. If Caesar can hide the sun from us with a blanket, or put the moon in his pocket, we'll be tribute for life. Else, sir, no more tribute.
Gaius Lucius, till the injurious Romans did extort this tribute from us, we were free. Caesar's ambition did place a yoke upon us, which to shake off becomes a warlike people, whom we reckon ourselves to be.
We do.
I'm sorry, Cymbeline. The term to pronounce Augustus Caesar, your enemy. Receive it from me. Then, war and confusion I pronounce in Caesar's name against you and your kingdom. Look for fury not to be resisted.
Gaius, your Caesar knighted me. In my youth I spent much under him. From him I gathered honour, and for whose remembrance, these threats of war notwithstanding, I thank you, and offer you safe welcome here, while yet we remain friends.
His Majesty bids you welcome. Make pastime with us a day or two, or longer. But, if you seek us afterwards in other terms, you'll find us in our saltwater girdle. If you beat us out of it, it is yours. But if you fall in the adventure, our crows shall fare the better for you. And there's an end.
So it shall be, sir.
I know your master's pleasure, and he mine. All the rest is welcome.
How? Of adultery? Wherefore write you not one monstrous accuser? Leonatus, own master, what false Italian prevailed on your too ready hearing? Disloyal? No! What goddess like than wife like? Oh, my master, how can you bid that I should murder her? I shed her blood? Oh, never, never. Do it. The letter I have sent her shall give the opportunity. Oh, damn paper! Lo, here she comes. I'm ignorant in what I'm commanded.
How now, Bassanio?
Madam, a letter from my lord.
That is my lord Leonatus. O ye gods, let what is here contained relate of love, of my lord's health, of his content. Good news, gods. O the dearest of creatures, take notice that I am returned to Britain and lodged at Milford Haven. What your own love will out of this advise you, follow. So he wishes you all happiness, that remains loyal to his vow, and yours, Leonatus Posthumus. Oh, Bassanio! Who's at Milford Haven? Read and tell me, how far is it to this same blessed Milford? The swiftest horse cannot be swift enough that takes us to this haven, and my love. What fable shall excuse our absence from the court?
Madam, I urge your patience.
Go bid my woman feign a sickness. Say, she'll home to her father, and in her very guise I'll ride out from the court at once unknown.
Madam, consider.
Do as I bid thee, there's no more to say. Accessible is none but Milford way.
Goodly day not to keep house. Come, St. Polydor, and fair daughter Cadwell, greet the day. Hail, fair heaven.
Hail heaven.
Hail heaven. Who would exchange a life such as ours for the silks and baubles of a royal court?
Out of your proof you speak. We poor and fleshed and never winged from view the nest, nor know not what heirs from home. Haply this life is best, if quiet life be best, but unto us it is a cell of ignorance.
What shall we speak of when we're as old as you? We've seen nothing of the greater world.
Did you but know the city's usuries, and felt them knowingly, you would not thus speak. Oft have I told you how once I was the best of note. Cymbeline loved me then, but in one night, storm or robbery, call it what you will, shook down my favour. My fault being nothing but that two villains swore to Cymbeline I was confederate with the Romans. So full of my banishment, and these 20 years these rocks and forests have been my only world. We're up to the mountains. The day is bright, the hunting good. I'll meet you in the valleys.
We shall, father.
Drive straight to the venison first.
How hard it is to hide the sparks of nature. Little do they know they are son and daughter to the king, nor Cymbeline dreams that they are alive. They think they are mine, and, though raised up thus meanly, in the cave wherein they dwell, their thoughts do hit the roofs of palaces. This Polydor, the heir of Cymbeline in Britain, whom his father called Arvirgus, Jove. When on my 3-foot stool I sit and tell all the warlike feats I have done, his spirits fly out, he strains his nerves, the princely blood flows in his cheeks, and he puts himself in posture to act my words. His sister Cadwell, who Cymbeline called Gudaria, strikes life into my speech, and shows much more her own conceiving. Hark, the game is roused. O Cymbeline, heaven and my conscience know you did unjustly banish me, whereon, at 3 and 2 years old, I stole these babes, thinking to buy a royal succession, as you stole from me my lands. Euryphile, that was their nurse. They took her for natural mother, and every day do honour to her grave. Myself, Belarius, now Morgan called, they take for natural father. Oh, chase it up.
Ridden hard and come to Milford Haven, but nothing of my lord have we seen or heard. Bassanio, what is in your mind that makes you stare thus? I tender you this paper to me with a look untender.
Please you, read, and you shall find me wretched woman, having the most disdain of fortune.
Your mistress has played the strumpet in my bed. I speak not out of weak surmises, but from proof as strong as my grief and as certain as I expect my revenge. Loyal Pisania, you must act for me. By your own hands, take away her life. I shall give you opportunity at Milford Haven. She has my letter for the purpose where, if you should fear to strike and to make me certain it is done, you partake of her dishonour, and shall prove equally to me disloyal.
What shall I need to draw my sword? The paper is cut her throat already. 'Tis surely slander whose tongue outvenoms all the worms of Nile. What cheer, madam?
False to his bed. I false! Some jay of Italy has betrayed him, and I must be ripped to pieces with me. Oh, men's vows are women's traitors.
Good madam, hear me.
Come, lady, now, and do your master's bidding. Look, I draw the blade myself. Take it, and strike the innocent mansion of my love, my heart.
Gracious lady, since I received command to do this business, I have not slept one wink.
Do it, and to bed then.
I'll make my eyeballs blind first.
Why then have you abused so many miles with a pretence? Why have you come so far, to be unbent when you have taken the stand?
But to win time to lose so bad employment, for which I have considered of a course. Good lady, hear me with patience.
I have heard I am a strumpet, and my ear can take no greater wound. Then, speak.
It cannot be but my master is abused. Some villain has done you both this injury. I'll give him notice you are dead, and send some bloody sign of it. You shall be missed at court, and that will well confirm it.
But Pisania, what shall I do? Where live?
Not here in Britain may you safely bide. Lucius the ambassador comes to Milford Haven tomorrow to take ship back to warlike Rome. Present yourself in service to his lordship, which, once done, you should tread a course happily near the residence of Posthumus. So nigh at least report shall render him ally to your ear as truly as he moves.
For such means, though peril to my modesty, I would adventure it.
First make yourself but like a man. For thinking this, I have already fit. Here my cloak, a doublet, hat, and hose. Present yourself in this disguise to Lucius. With joy he must embrace you, for he's honourable, and doubling that most holy. And by this means will fortune bring you close by Posthumus.
Thou art all the comfort the gods will feed me with. There's more to be considered, but this attempt I am soldier to, and will abide with courage. What will you do now, Pisania?
Madam, I must take a short farewell, lest, being missed, I be suspected of your couch from the court. Mine honoured lady, here is a box. I had it from the Queen. What's in it is precious. If you are ever sick, one dram of this will drive away distemper. Now, to some shade, and fit you to your manhood. May the gods direct you to the best.
Amen. I thank thee. Farewell, Pisania.
Farewell, madam.
Is the ambassador Lucius dispatched from court?
He is, my lord, and gone to Milford Haven under safe conduct. From there, to take ship and depart our shore.
Thence back to Rome?
No, not Rome. I heard from his man that Lucius was bound as far as the Gallia shore, where the emperor's army already gather against us. More, Augustus sent papers to Lucius, appointing him general of the army.
Our subjects will not endure this yoke, and for us to show less sovereignty than they, must needs appear unkinglike.
He went hence frowning, but it honours us that we have given him cause.
'Tis all the better. Our valiant Britons have their wishes in it.
Lucius hath wrote already to the emperor how it goes here. It fits us therefore ripely our chariots and our horsemen be in readiness. The powers he already hath in Gallia will soon be drawn to head, for whence he moves his war for Britain. But, my gentle queen, where is our daughter? She hath not appeared before the Roman, nor to us hath tended the duty of the day. She looks us like a thing more made of malice than of duty.
My lord, when last I went to visit her, she prayed me to excuse her keeping close. When too constrained by her infirmity, she should that duty leave unpaid to you, which daily she was bound to proffer forth.
Please, my lord, I spoke to your daughter's woman this past hour, when she reports that all chambers are locked, and there'll be no answer to the loudest of knockings.
Her door's locked, not seen of late. Grant heavens, that which I fear prove false. Take me hither, I say.
My lord.
That maid of hers, Pisania, who served the villain Posthumus, I've not seen these 2 days. I wonder at her absence.
Go, son, and follow the king. Pisania, gone. She has a drug of mine. I pray her absence proceeds from swallowing it, for she believes 'tis a thing most precious. But for the king's daughter, where might she be fled? Despair has seized her, or with fervour of her love she's flown to her desired Posthumus. Sure she is gone to death or to dishonour. My end can make good use of either. She being down, I whose placing of the British crown. How now, my son?
'Tis certain she is fled. Go in and cheer the king, for he rages, none dare come about him.
'Tis all the better. May this night forestall him of the coming day.
I love and hate her, for she's fair and royal, and her best parts outstill all others. But disdaining me, with her own favours on the law Posthumus, standeth so her judgment. I'll conclude to hate her, nay, indeed, to be revenged upon her. Silence! Who comes here? Pisania, are you precious villainess? In a word, or else thou art straightway with the fiends.
Ah, good, my lord.
Where is Posthumus? Is she with your lady?
Alas, my lord, how can she be with him? He is in Rome.
Speak then, dissembler, or your silence on the instant is your condemnation and your death.
Then, sir, this letter from Posthumus to my mistress is all the history of my knowledge touching her flight.
It is Posthumus's hand. I know it. True then, he writes to say he will meet with her in Milford's haven. The villain comes to these shores. Fortune, I'll have my revenge upon him. Pisania, now master and mistress, will you serve me? Be but my follower now, and you shall neither lack my means for relief, nor my voice for preferment.
Fills my heart with dread to do service to such a one. Yet, to keep him close may prove a boon to my master and mistress. Then, sir, I will.
Here is my purse. Tell me, do you have in your possession any of your late master's garments?
I have, my lord, at my lodging, the same suit he wore when he took leave of my lady and mistress.
The first task you shall do for me. Fetch me those garments and put them in my chamber.
I shall, my lord.
At Milford Haven, even there, Posthumus, will I kill you. I do remember me how she said she held the very garment of Posthumus in more respect than my noble and natural person. With that suit upon my back, first will I kill him, and in her eyes. Then will I ravish her in the very clothes of his that she so praised. She has despised me rejoicingly, and I'll be merry in my revenge.
I have tired myself, and for 2 nights together have made the ground my bed. I have lost my way, and never think I will find out Milford now. Hunger and weariness afflicts me sorely. What place is this? Rude habitation of mountain men, and Jove be thanked, food placed before it, almost as if the heavens had set it there. Ho! Who's there? No answer? Then I'll eat, and thank him for it if good chance allows.
Sleep was the day that might have been our meal.
I am thoroughly weary.
And I weep with toil, yet strong in appetite.
There's cold meat before the cave. We'll browse on that as we've lost our chase.
Stay. What creature tends our victuals here, that they eat our mortal food? I should think this were a fairy.
By Jupiter, an angel, if not an earthly paragon. Behold divineness, no elder than a boy.
Good masters, harm me not. Here's money for my meat. I would have left it upon the board so soon as I had made my meal, and parted with prayers for the provider. I am sick and weak, and truly have lost my way.
Money, youth.
All gold and silver rather turn to dirt, as 'tis no better reckoning of those who worship the falsest of gods.
Fear no harm of us. Whither are you bound?
To Milford Haven.
Your name?
Fidele, sir. I have a kinsman who is bound for Italy. He embarks at Milford, to whom being going, almost spent with hunger. I am fallen in this offence.
Well encountered. 'Tis almost night. We should have better cheer ere you depart, and thanks to stay and eat it. Bid him welcome.
Most welcome. Be sprightly, be fallen amongst friends.
Think us no churls, nor measure our good minds by this rude place we live in. You are most welcome.
Thanks, sir.
I pray, draw near.
I am near to the place where they should meet, if Pisani have mapped it truly. How fit his garments serve me. The lines of my body are as well drawn as his. No less young, more strong, not beneath him in birth, above him in fortunes, yet she loves him in my despite. Posthumous, your head, which is now growing on your shoulders, shall within this hour be off, your mistress forced, your garments cut to pieces before her face, and all is done. Spurn her home to her father, out sword, and to a sore purpose. Fortune put them into my hand.
From wanderings and misery I have a sickness on me. These mountain dwellers, noble as they are, would have stayed to watch me, had not I waved them away to do their necessary hunting. By ague am I afflicted. Sania, these drugs, you told me drive away distemper. Drink then. Strangeness fall upon me. Oh, the world spins. Pisania, what poison have you dealt me? Oh, Jove help me. I am faint.
Fidele will be chief guest at our feast, for sure he has brought us good fortune in our hunting. Happy is he they would have left him.
I could not stir him to a full account. He said he was gentle, but unfortunate. Dishonestly afflicted, but yet honest.
This youth appears he had good ancestors.
How angel-like he seems. Nobly he yokes us smiling with a sigh, as if the sigh was that it was for not being such a smile. A sigh mocking a smile, that it would fly from so divine a temple, commingling with winds that sailors rail at.
I cannot tell how from a brief acquaintance. I do love him as a brother.
As do I. 'Tis a strange bondage, but welcome.
Let's enter and see how he fares. Soft. Who goes there with weapon drawn warlike look? Stand aside.
Much as I have searched, I cannot find these renegades. That damn Pisani has deceived me.
Those renegades? Means he not us? I partly know him. 'Tis Cloten, the son of the Queen. I have not seen him these many years, but I know 'tis he. They held his outlaws away.
He is but one. You and my sister search what company is near. Pray you away, let me alone with him.
Soft, what are you that fly me thus? Some villainous mountaineer? I've heard of such. What slave art thou?
Not a slave, but one as good as you, sir.
Thou art a robber, a lawbreaker, a villain. Yield to me, thief!
Have I not an arm as big as yours, a heart as big? Why should I yield? I fear you not.
Damn thief, hear my name and tremble! I am Cloten, and son to the Queen. Now fear me!
Those that I reverence I fear. The wise, the fools I laugh not fear them.
By this, my proper hand, I'll kill you, cut off your head, and set it on the gates of Ludstown. I swear I'll do the same to those that fled from hence. Now die the death, rustic mountaineer!
Not by my honour, but by my good father and sister. You'll none of us, villain.
You're naught but a fool, an empty purse. Nor Hercules could have knocked out your brains, for you have none. Yet I'm not doing this, you'd have borne my head as I do yours.
So, we are safe. But I'm sure it was Cloten, and wonder at his being here. What bloody scene is this? What have you done?
Cut off one Cloten's head, son to the Queen, after his own report, who called me traitor, mountaineer, and swore he'd displace our heads and set them on Ludstown Gate.
We are all undone. Sure this will be another court, our cave found out, our lives forfeit. Would that you had not done it.
If he had not, then should I. For what have we to lose but that which he swore to take, our lives? The law protects not us. Then why should we be tender to let an arrogant piece of flesh threat us, play judge and executioner all himself?
He became our enemy and was paid for that. Still, he that lies here was a son of a queen, and should be laid out as befits a prince.
He must. But first, I'll take his head and cast it into the creek behind our rock and let it to the sea, and tell the fishes it's the Queen's son Cloten. This I swear I'll do.
Daughter, seek for flowers to dress him withal. Rest ye there, Cloten, who was son of a queen. We cannot bide here any longer. From the mountain top where we hunted, I think I did see Romans alighting from their ships. War against Cymbeline seems most alike. We must stir after daily and seek for safer ground. Oh, Polydor, is your deed done?
I've seen Cloten's cloth pulled down the stream in embassy to his mother.
Look here. Our Fidele lies asleep upon the ground.
Be like he came forth from his cave to fan his fever, and weary so came him. Wake him, good Aaron, for we must away.
Fidele, awake, sweet friend. What? Cold? Oh heavens, not dead! Sameness or melancholy has done its worst.
The bird is dead that we've made so much on. I'd have rather skip from 16 to 60 years than live to see this chance.
Oh, blessed thing. Jove knows what kind of man you might have made.
What shall we do?
Let us bury him by good Euryphile, our mother, in daily dress of fairest flowers his grave.
Nay, we do forget the dangers we are in, on every side. 'Tis the Romans that come hither warlike against the king. 'Tis no time for graves. Let him rest always here, and always in our great remembrance too.
Still, we must do him obsequies. We'll sing the song that we sang by our poor mother's grave.
I cannot sing. I'll weep and word it with thee.
So begin.
Fear no more the heat o' the sun, nor the furious winter's rages. Thou thy worthy task hast done, home art gone, and taken thy wages. Golden lads and girls all must, as chimney sweepers, come to dust.
Fear no more the frown of the great, thou art past the tyrant's stroke. Care no more to clothe or eat, to thee the reed is as the oak. The sceptre learning physic must, or follow this and come to dust.
Fear no more the lightning flash,
Nor the dreaded thunderstorm.
fear not slander, send your rush.
Thou hast finished joy and moan.
All lovers young, all lovers must, consign to thee, and come to dust. We have done our obsequies. Come, let's true his cause.
Rest ye there, Fidele. The ground that gave thee first has thee again. Thy pleasures here are past, as is thy pain. It is a war. Say, children, do we fly or fight?
Let's to the army and play our part.
I and my brother are not known, and you so long from court shall likewise be a stranger.
This say I too.
Brave words. Let's away.
Yes, sir. To Milford Haven, which is the way?
6 miles yet. I have gone all night. Posthumous, are you there? Oh, I have slept I know not how long, and now I do remember where I am. The good father found me, and his good son and daughter. Where be they now? If I have strength, I'll look for them. Oh, ye gods and goddesses, what harm is here? A headless man! The garments of Posthumus, sure it is he, but oh, his jovial face, 'tis gone. Oh, damned Pisania, have you conspired with that accursed devil Cloten to here cut off my lord? How should this be? Oh, my lord!
How is the fleet disposed, officer?
The ships garrisoned in Gallia have crossed the sea, and now stand in readiness here at Milford Haven.
But what from Rome?
A heavy force, under the conduct of one Iachimo, is expected here with the next benefit of the wind.
This forwardness makes our hopes fair. Command our present numbers be mustered. Bid the captains look to it. Soft ho! What corpse lies here? How? A page? Dead, or sleeping on his master's body? Let's see the boy's face.
He's alive, my lord.
Good youth, inform us of thy fortunes. Who is this that you make your bloody pillow?
This was my master, a valiant Briton, and a good, that here by mountaineers lies slain. Alas, I loved him, and shall never again find such a one.
Thy name?
Fidele, sir.
A name, I think, well suited for your faith, that guarded so your master's body here. Such loyalty deserves recompenses. Fair youth, now take your course with me. I will not say you should be well mastered, but sure, no less beloved. How say you, boy?
I'll follow, sir. But first, if it please the gods, I'll hide my master from the flies. And when, with wildwood leaves and weeds, I have strewn his grave, and on it said a century of prayers, thus leaving so his service, I'll follow you.
This boy has taught us manly duties. Let us find out the prettiest daisy plot we can, and make him, with our pikes and partisans, a grave. Come, raise him. He shall be interred as soldiers can. Be cheerful. Wipe your eyes. Some falls are means the happier to arise.
Ne'er thought I to see the shores of Britain again. Time hither brought with the Roman gentry much against my will. 'Tis enough that Britain, I have killed thy mistress, I'll give them no wound to thee. Therefore, I'll disrobe me of these Italian weeds, and dress myself as does a British peasant. I'll fight against those that I come with, and should I die, 'tis mere welcome judgment. Jove, I am weary.
and here on this shore shall lie and rest, and pray that my lost Imogen come to me in dream.
No more, thou thunder master, show thy spite on mortal flies. With Mars fall out, with Juno chide, that thy adulteries rates and revenges. Hath my poor boy done aught but well, whose face I never saw? I died whilst in the womb he stayed, attending nature's law. Whose father then, as men report, thou orphan's father art. Thou shouldest have been, and shielded him from this earth-vexing smart.
Lucina lent not me her aid, but took me in my throes. That from me was Posthumus ripped, came crying amongst his foes. A thing of pity.
Great nature, like his ancestry, moulded the stuff so fair, that he deserved the praise of the world as great Sicilius heir.
When once he was mature for man, in Britain, where was he that could stand up his parallel? Or fruitful object be, an eye of Imogen, the best could deem his dignity.
With marriage wherefore was he mocked, to be exiled, enthroned from Leonardi's seat, and cast from her his dearest one, sweet Imogen?
Why did you suffer Jacopo, slight thing of Italy, to taint his noble heart and brain with needless jealousy, and to become the geck and scorn of the other's villainy?
Like Cardamon, Posthumus hath the Cymbeline performed. Then Jupiter, thou king of gods, why hast thou thus adjourned the graces for his merits due, being all to dollars turned?
Thy crystal window ope, look out, no longer exercise upon a valiant race thy harsh and potent injuries.
Since, Jupiter, our son is good, take off his miseries.
Peep through thy marble mansion, help, or we poor ghosts will cry to the shining synod of the rest against thy deity.
Help, Jupiter, or we appeal, and from thy justice fly.
No more, you petty spirits of region low, offend our hearing? Hush! How dare you, ghosts, accuse the thunderer whose bolts you know? Sky-planted batters or rebelling coasts? Poor shadows of Elysium, hence and rest upon our never-withering banks of flowers. Be not with mortal accidents oppressed. No care of yours it is, you know 'tis ours. Whom best I love, I cross, to make my gift, the more delighted. Be content, your low-laid son, our Godhead will uplift. His comforts thrive, his trials well are spent. Our jovial star reigned at his birth, and in our temple was he married. Rise and fade, he shall be lord of Lady Imogen, and happier much by his affliction made. No more impatience, lest you stir up mine. Mount, eagle, to my palace crystalline.
He came in thunder, his celestial breath was sulphurous to smell. The holy eagle stooped as to foot us. His ascension is more sweet than our blessed fields. His royal bird prunes the immortal wing and closes his beak, as when his God is pleased.
Thanks, Jupiter!
The marble pavement closes. He has entered his radiant roof. Away, and to be blessed, let us with care perform his great behest.
Oh, sleep, you were a grandsire, and begot me a father, and created a mother and a brother. But oh, scorn, gone. They went from hence so soon as they were born. Alas, I am away. The battle approaches. I'll join the field, and may Jove be my judgment and my guide.
Hail, friend. You best embarked from the battle. What news from the front?
All is but rout. The Romans in legion seem numberless, and Britons fall upon every side. But saw you not this? Come you not from the field?
From the court came I, where the queen, ill with a fever from the absence of the sun, a madness in which her life is in danger. But that Prince Cotton seeks no diligence in seeking him, yet nowhere is he found.
How fares the king?
Past all comfort with grief for his sick queen, and still railing against the absence of his daughter Imogen. But in which deed the servant Pisani is much suspected, though nothing proven. His warlike preparations bring forth, presently expected on the field.
Little comfort will he find there.
Who goes there? Reveal yourselves.
Britons and of the court, know us not?
Rest you then. Time to make enemies even of our friends.
All is lost then.
No, all was lost. Cymbeline, coming to the field, was at once surrounded and taken by the forces of the enemy general Lucius, putting our helpless Britons to flight, or else be taken prisoner. Then, from our ranks, came 3, who fought as if 3,000, and wrested the king safe from his Roman captors.
Who were they who did thus?
One an ancient soldier, I warrant. The others mere stripling lads, I would think his sons. Their looks more suited to the country round to the court. I was close by him, and the younger, if not for his courage and bravery, I would swear a girl.
These 3 then saved the lives of the king.
I, and the 4th beside, more meanly armoured even than they. Never saw I such a poor thing. Yet he fought like a lion for the safety of the king, triumphed and was gone.
These are strange things indeed. And here's more news.
Well met, friends. I've been up and down to seek you out. The news from the field is that Gaius Lucius and his lieutenant Iachimo are taken. The Romans put to flight, and to conclude, the victory is ours.
Jove be praised!
I'm sent to bid you to the king's camp where there are wonders to be heard.
What, more wonders still?
But first, in sadness, I must report the queen is dead.
'Tis very like. She was most gravely ill when last I came from court.
In her last hour, she made a strange confession that she never loved the king, only affected the greatness gotten by him, and moreover plotted his death by poison, therein to place her son upon the throne. Grief for the absence of that son being the sole cause of her mortal sickness.
So much had I suspected, but dared not say.
The greatest marvel on a day of marvels is this. The old lord that fought against the king's captivity was discovered to be Valerius, who once loved the king, but fled the court under foul suspicion, and those who fought beside him, the king's lost son, Arviragus, and stolen daughter, Guidaria. By certain marks upon their persons was this confirmed, and the king rejoiced.
Still, there must be sadness for the absence of his daughter Imogen. Any news of her?
None that I've heard, but the king repents his anger towards her and longs for her return. But come, the captive Lucius and his lieutenant Iachimo are to be brought before the king.
Hail, friends, we'll come and see their fate. Come away.
Stand by my side, you whom the gods have made preservers of my throne. Woe is my heart that the poor soldier that so richly fought, whose rags shame gilded arms, cannot be found.
He hath been searched among the dead and living, but no trace of him.
It's much to be regretted. Here is our court. Good Helen, have all been summoned?
All those that are accounted for, your highness, those that fell today are not yet numbered.
In good time we will honour them. For now, welcome all, and share this glorious day. Bring forth our prisoners. Thou comest not, Gaius. Now for the tribute that the Britons have raised out, though with the loss of many a bold one, whose kinsmen have made suit, that their good souls may be appeased with slaughter of you their captives, which ourself may grant.
If the gods will have it thus, let it come. This one thing only I'll entreat. My page, a Briton boy. Never master had a page so kind, so duteous, diligent, or true.
I have surely seen him. He seems familiar to me. Thou hast a noble look. Then live, boy, and say what boon thou wilt of Cymbeline, and it shall be thine.
I humbly thank your highness.
What wouldst thou, boy? You look upon this Roman. Wilt have him live? Is he thy kin? Thy friend?
I'll tell you, sir, in private, if you wish to hear.
Aye, with all my heart, and lend my best attention. What's thy name?
Fidele, sir.
Walk with me. Speak freely.
Is this boy not revived from death? What think you?
Saint Fidelia alive, I swear.
If so, why knows he not us, or seems so?
Be silent. Let's see further.
It is my mistress. Praise Jove that she's living.
Come, stand thou by our side. Make thy demand aloud.
My boon is that this gentleman may tell of whom he had that ring.
What's that to him?
That diamond upon your finger. Say how it came yours.
I'm glad to be constrained to utter that which torments me to conceal. By villainy I got this ring. 'Twas Leonatus' jewel, whom thou didst banish. Wilt thou hear more, my lord?
All that belongs to this.
It shames me now to own that once in Rome, in conversation with the banished Lord Posthumus, a most dishonourable challenge did I make. To try the honour of his wedded lady. Perfect in trust, he undertook this wager. Away to Britain post I in his design, where did I learn from your chaste daughter the depths of her enduring loyalty. Thus spurned, my practice so prevailed, that I returned to Rome with cunning proofs enough to make the noble Leonatus mad. Oh, that I meet with him now.
And so you shall, Italian fiend! Aye, me. I am that Posthumus, most credulous fool, that posed of less a villain than myself to kill your daughter. Oh, Imogen, my queen, my life, my wife. Imogen, Imogen, Imogen.
Peace, my lord. Here, here.
Thou scornful page, dare lie thy part?
Oh, gentlemen, help! Mine and your mistress. Oh, my lord, you near killed Imogen till now. Oh, help! Mine honoured lady!
Does the world go round?
How come these staggers on me?
Wake, my mistress!
Hence from my sight, Pisania. You gave me poison.
Lady, that box I gave you was a precious thing. Or so I thought. I had it from the queen.
It poisoned me.
Oh, gods!
What's this, Cornelia?
The queen, sir, very often importuned me to temper poisons for her. Dreading of a purpose, I compounded for her certain stuff that would seize the power of life, but in a short time would, well, all offices of nature would return to due course. Have you taken of it?
Most like I did, for I was dead.
'Twas the queen's dram you drank, which created a likeness of death, but not death itself.
That was our error.
This is certain Fidelia.
Why did you throw your wedded lady from you? Touch me once more, but strike me not again.
Hang there like a fruit, my soul, till the tree die.
How now? My flesh, my child. Wilt thou not speak to me?
Your blessing, sir.
My tears that fall prove holy water on thee. Imogen, thy stepdame is dead.
I am sorry for it, my lord.
She was but naught, and now her son is gone. We know not how nor where.
Let me end the story. I met with the Queen's son. The wrongs he did me were nothing prince-like and unprovoked. He drew upon me, the intent to cut off my head and my father's and sisters. Even now I do repent me nothing that I slew him.
I should be angry, but hearing of Clausen's villainy, conjoined with joy at finding my lost son, daughter, and friends, removes all threat of wrath. Imogen, look upon your brother and your sister, for these indeed are they.
What miracle is this that makes me your sister twice?
What? Have you met before?
Aye, my good lord.
And at first meeting loved, continued so until we thought he died. You cheered us as a brother, sir. But nay, I must say, madam, no, not that sister. Oh, I am tongue-tied and I am overjoyed.
All here are overjoyed. Save these in bonds, let them be joyful too, for they shall taste our comfort.
Good master, I will yet do you service.
Happy be you.
Lucius, be free. And Iachimo, villain though thou wert, I see repentance in thy looks. The power I have upon you is to spare you. Live, and deal with others better.
I thank your highness worthily.
Yet we are incomplete. That forlorn soldier, who nobly fought against my captivity, he would have well become this place, and graced the thankings of a king.
Then know I am, sir, the soldier that did accompany these three in poor beseeming. 'Twas a fitment for the purpose that then followed.
What? Another wonder?
I'll swear, 'tis true, for now I know his face.
All's well. Our peace we will begin. And Lucius, although the victor, we submit to Caesar and to the Roman Empire, promising to pay our wanted tribute. And Rome and Britain will live as friends, not rivals. Set we forward. Let a Roman and a British ensign wave friendly together. So through Lud's town march, and in the temple of great Jupiter, our peace will ratify. Seal it with feasts, set on there. Never was a war did cease, ere bloody hands were washed with such a peace.